Okay, the character animators. Here we are. Our character wants to move its body and limbs. So, welcome back. This video will just allow us to rig properly. So, each limbs, like the leg, if you check, if you want to move this leg now, you see the way it's moving now. No. You should move from somewhere here and watch. Immediately you position this anchor point. Watch. Can you see that? You can see that. But let me undo and start the explanation properly. All we want to do is to actually place the anchor point. And what is the anchor point? With this free transform tool, you can select an object and you see all these dots. In some people's mind, this dot doesn't account to anything, but I'll tell you they are very important. These dots are powerful. These are the dots that gives you the edge, the ability to transform any object, to give motion, motion, animation to an object. So if you want to squat, stretch, you can see what does that for you, but we won't go too far from what we want to do. What we want to do first is to place this anchor point, this point in the middle. This white dot you are seeing is the anchor point. At this point, the object rotates. That is the what you call the fulcrum. You see, it's rotating like that. You don't know it's rotating, but just move this somewhere here and rotate. You see, is using here as the anchor point. The anchor point. So I'm going to undo. Let it go back to its primitive point or its primitive state. And as we move along, before you start to do anything and scatter the file, please, the next thing to do, or the first thing to do before changing the anchor point, is to do save as. Save as. I'm going to do character anchor point. Anchor dash points. So I know this has anchor point already. Let's go. So I'm going to do, I want the edge. The anchor point of the edge should be somewhere in between the legs. In between the legs, because that is what will help it to move properly. Yeah, somewhere there. So if I move edge, you understand as you agree. The next thing is this. I can zoom in now. I want to make sure I get all this right. Zoom in and put this somewhere here. This anchor point, take it from there and drag it here. And the tool we are using is the free transform tool. Hold my space bar to drag the screen and click. And remember, everything has been converted to symbol. You can see the hand from here. The hand moves as if yes. Say now we even do it. Now this hand, you can see is moving and is under the leg. No. From there I can undo and lift it up above the leg. What layer is this? Let me see this layer that I blinded. Okay, I don't need it again. Any layer you don't need now, please delete. Any layer that is not even titled, delete all. So you can see the hand. I'll change the arrangement. Is now up. Is up, and from there can see the object is even looking interesting already. Remaining this guy, change the anchor point to take the anchor point and put it in here. Let's see. Okay, like that. Okay, no, you shouldn't want too much. Okay, and voila, I think that is it for the mouth. Okay, mouth, from there I can see this anchor should stay up. The mouth move from that side like this. You see, it can smile. If you put the anchor point, down, and you say it should smile, you have to click it here. Click is going up, but our mouth opens downward. You know, in the anatomy of human being, our mouth opens downward. For crocodile, their mouth open upwards. The jaw open, if I open both ways, but more of the up. We've done all the anchor points. Basic. The next thing is to rig them together so that when you drag this body and the head, so it's not the body and the head are together, everything drags, everything moves. If you move it, everything moves with it. So that is now proper rigging. All we need to do now is come to this icon. You can see it. You have to parent every part of the body to the body. Body is the body is the main parent. They are the father and mother. Every other thing are children. Okay, so I hope you guys get that logic or that explanation. Show parenting view. Click on it and start to check. First, I know this one is behind, this one is in position 2. The eyes is up. I can still make, I think the eyes, the mouth, they should be under the, your hand. Your hand can block your eyes and your mouth, but that this hand should be able to block the eye like that, and the mouth. So position there. Right now, so I can position this way. It's already moving, but let me undo and leave it in its original state. So now that we have all these sets, the show parenting view is enabled. If you disable it, it goes away. If you enable it, it goes away. So everything we need to parent to the head. The head. So the head is there. Grab the leg like that to the just keep dragging, grabbing and dragging everything to the head. Everything. Okay, this I don't need. What is that? Delete. This is why you need to delete everything you don't need. You can see. Pay close attention, please. Pay close attention to this. Because if you miss one, you miss all. Everything goes back to the head. Everything goes back to the head. Because this is a simple character. In some, it goes to the neck, then the neck to the body. But don't let us go into that yet as we advance. So now it is done. You can see the chart. Everything is plugged to the body, to the head. Everything is plugged to the head. I can now name this actually the body. I'll say body. and watch. If I click and drag, the body follows. And that is it for now. All we need to do, if you want to move any part of the body, you can select and move. You can reposition, your character. You can make the leg, jump, 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 like this, and undo when I want to go back to my original state. Don't do too much. This way, it's okay. All we need to do now. So do little animation. Just move things around the way they are. They're good. Move to frame 10. This way, you are meant to now start to do proper animation. This is where you need your feet to window. You need it very well. Frame 10. Zoom in now. Zoom in. You come to frame 40. I recommend you stay on the first layer or on the last layer. If you have 20 layers, please do this. First layer, hold shift, go to the last layer, click. So you can select, you can have a selection like this. Once you have that, you know what to do. Right click, insert, keyframe. So your beginning and the end the same. You now do the animation within here. Let's do interval of 10. So we have 10, 20, and 30. 10, 20, and 30. And I know we'll go from 10, the hand. I go shift down. Go up. Make it go up now. This guy too. Make it just go come here. This guy. Make it go like that. This guy. Make it go like that. And this guy, I can shift it, move. You know his rotation. Okay, let me explain again. This icon you see is rotation. Rotate, then this is position. I want to position it here. And this guy is only rotate like that. So I do like that. This guy now, you can see this tip. So I can rotate it back. It comes down, so I can bring it in like that. So I have this. Interesting stuff. All we need to do, come to 10, 20 again, the same layers that you move, because those are the layers that we're moving for now. For now, let them be moving. I can return this one, rotate it back, rotate this guy back, not fully, rotate this guy back, not fully again too, because they are all in between. Make this guy go up. Like that, like this. The observer just at the tip of the node, the icon of the mouse will change. The tip of the mouse you keep, you know, you can focus on your object now, because at the tip of the node, the icon of the mouse will change. So you just keep clicking and dragging, click, drag, click, drag, click, and drag, to rotate and position the objects. The next thing to do is to turn. Select all. Select all and say classic tool. Watch. You see the hand moving. All the one that has keyframes. Classic tool. This guy has. Classic tool. This guy has. Anyone that have keyframes. Resume to fit and play. See? And this way, at the point of this part that is up, you can lift the head up and all the body will lift like that. Watch. It lifts. Then at this point, it comes back to the original. Original, you don't need to shift. Just copy the beginning frame, the start frame, copy frame. The exercise, paste frame. This guy, because it shouldn't be constant, you can move it. You can move it like this. And the end. This end is coming down. This one. All you need to do again, select all frames, right click, create classic tool, watch, play. If you can do this, please clap for yourself. Save the file. Yeah, this is interesting. Now, if you want to see the loop, you know what to do. Hold Control on the keyboard, press enter, and it will loop just like that. Then we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.